If you want to make a movie, there's cameras, go get a camera and start making a film. That's what you do.
To have this kind of a reasonable amount of unreasonability to even become a filmmaker. Because reasonability dictates that, like, hey man, you're not from Los Angeles, you don't work near a movie studio, you're not born to this business, you can't be a filmmaker. That's for other people. You have to have a reasonable degree of unreasonability. You have to be able to be like, no, it doesn't have to be that way.
If you want to be a filmmaker, the best thing you can bring the world is your own story.
But you are, if you're crazy and mad for it enough, persist and you'll get there eventually, you know, because actually what you don't realize at the moment is the industry needs you. It needs fresh blood all the time and fresh ideas. You know?
I'm Santos Awogbemi, and this is my filmmaking journey thus far. In my adolescence, video making was something I did for fun with my friends. I wanted to change that and improve my skills so I could make better quality videos. So I went to university to study, and that's where I learned about auteur theory. Auteur theory originated from France, and it was pioneered by the French New Wave, a talented bunch of filmmakers whose techniques changed the way how we approach film. And it's the theory that the director is considered the primary creative force in a video. I wanted to be considered an auteur, but did not know what field I wanted to work in. It wasn't until I worked on one project which changed my mind. Every night was the most fun I've ever had creating a video. I was able to have fun whilst being on set. Working on every night inspired me to upgrade my gear so I can work on more music videos and not rely on anything. Behind every videographer is the gear that he uses for his filmmaking, and the heart and soul of every filmmaker is his camera. I decided to go with the Sony a7S just because I saw a video made by Philip Bloom, a filmmaker, and he showed the low light capabilities of the A7S, but I just liked how clean the images came out, and even without the low light capability, it just looks amazing, and it has definitely pushed my filmmaking quality through the roof. 28 to 70mm, I used this for a music video I shot, Dreamers, just a standard lens. Started getting into photography, so I bought a 50mm to do portraits, and I did a lot of portraits for Zhao and Ale. My two cine lenses made by Samyang, the 40mm and the 35mm. The 40mm, I used this for 1 minute in Brighton. The 35mm, I've used this in every single video that I've shot. I use softbox lighting for lighting, not like traditional redheads and everything, just because these are cheap, but they still do the job, and it doesn't matter what kind of gear you have, it just matters how well you can use it. The stillers. So glide cam is for those tracking shots, and you know the human hand is quite shaky anyway, but a glide cam alleviates those problems because it's smooth, nice tracking without having to get a dolly out, without having to get a steady cam out. It's just handheld equipment. So that's pretty much most of the equipment that I use for filmmaking, and as you can see, it's getting a bit darker out now, and we're about to meet Tobias Freyson, so he's going to tell us about Waiting, his new music video. I had some plans for it, so I'm going to hopefully show it to him and see what he thinks about it. Toby is someone I met after he contacted me for a music video for his song What You Want. After shooting the video, we became quite close and formed a strong working bond. So I wanted to pitch him a more complex idea for his song Waiting. So basically, I want to push myself artistically just because I think I don't have a voice. When you see people like Quentin Tarantino, Ryan Coogler, you see they have a voice. It says directed by them. When people see my stuff, they don't know that's my trademark. They don't know that's my special style because I feel like what I do isn't unique. But I want to start changing the way how I direct things. I want to start making things more unique so people say this is a Santos Awogbemi film or short film music video, and I feel like after listening to Waiting, I feel like this is my stepping stone before I get there. But then it's not only for me to advance, it's also for you to advance. So I came up with some ideas that could help us both achieve what we want to both achieve. So the bedroom scene, I want a red and blue lighting just because it'll be more passionate and it just looks nicer. Projector, I just think the projector looks so well because a projector can project your memories, but since it has a nice flicker, a nice tone to it, it's not as clean as a TV, but it's not as dirty as like something which is really old. Me and Toby discuss other details such as locations and other people we can use for the video. Me having full creative control really inspires me as I feel like I'm closer to becoming an auteur. However, Toby isn't the only person who inspires me as an artist. There are others who I formed strong bonds with along my journey, and LOQU is one of them. We became good friends after doing a photo shoot together. After that photo shoot went well, I did one with her and Toby. Since then, we have formed a strong friendship, and she helps me develop my skills as a photographer, allowing me full creative control.
I'm here on Brooks campus right now, and I'm doing a photo shoot with my friend LOQU. And as a filmmaker, sometimes you just don't gain inspiration from just video. Sometimes photography is important as well. I picked up photography to teach me composition and how to grade pictures perfectly, because people just learn in a different way. So yeah, I'm about to just do a photo shoot. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have some fun. So let's do this.
Photo shoots are fun because you can do what you want on them. Yes, the subject still has a theme they want you to go for, but you can still use some directing techniques in order to get some dynamic shots.
It's great. There's a lot of sun there, but I think I can just edit it out. It's fine. Now put your hand on your hair. No, your right hand, yeah. But it's a bit strong, you know what I mean? So imagine, use your tip. Start from the tip of your head. Trust me. And then go to the bottom, really small. There we go. That way it creates a really soft look. But then look to the right a bit. There we go.
After this, I showed LOQU some of the shots to see
down.
her opinion.
Yeah. This is what I'm going for. And it's because you have to be careful because the jacket is a little bit big on me, so you have to make it look as fitting as possible. So the angles that make it look like it's not big, you know. Go back one more. No.
Yeah.
This one, yeah. So
you like this one as well?
Yeah, we need to do something like that.
Okay.
Normally, after I take pictures, I have a clearer mind of whatever it is that I want to direct.
Keep going.
Out here for 2 hours in the cold, minus 10 degrees, and people are just gonna like and share this video. They don't know what Toby's going through in order to make it. They don't know our struggle, man.
On set, we like to ease the mood by having fun.
Right now when you need my love. Welcome to the scene. I'm with Yesha over here. Hey.
You want to start, Mr. Jimmy Neutron?
Eventually, once we become serious, everyone follows suit and the task is eventually completed.
The minute we shut that door, no one else is coming in. Alright.
So if you get in my way, I'll kick you out.
Keep going left, I'll tell you when to stop. Stop. Toby, move back, reel back.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, stay there.
Waiting was completed over a few days, and its release was later on met with some positive reviews. For editing, I used some inspiration from Godard's Breathless and used some jump cuts within a few scenes. I also took some inspiration from Truffaut's 400 Blows and used tracking shots within the beginning. Waiting's journey has concluded, however there is still a destination left on my journey within this documentary.
16, the 1838 South Central service to West Croydon via.
This is London, and this is the place where I want to be in 2 years. Why do I want to be here in 2 years? It's because this place is the land of opportunity for filmmakers. Millions of filmmakers are in this city trying to be #1. And so am I. But with my current skill asset, I know I'm nowhere near there. However, I feel like if I move to London, I'll be able to push myself as a filmmaker. I'll be able to push all my boundaries aside and ascend to a whole new level of filmmaking. I want to be like Francis Truffaut, Jean-Luc Godard, filmmakers from the French New Wave era who paved the way for filmmaking, gave us revolutionary styles, and one day as a filmmaker I want to look back and say, I gave people revolutionary styles. That's Santos Awogbemi's technique. I want to just be that leader. But with my skills right now, nowhere near. However, with the support of my friends and family, I know I'm improving. This is only chapter 1 of my filmmaking. Join me for chapter 2. This is Santos Awogbemi. You're watching my journey. Peace out.